you've ever felt like you're doing everything right for your child with ADHD and still nothing works, if you've tried the routines, the sticker charts, the therapy, the meds, and yet the behaviors continue, then it's very likely something deeper is going on inside your child's body. And in today's video, I'm going to show you a completely different way to understand your child's ADHD symptoms, one that focuses not just on behavior, but on the biology underneath. And if this is your first time here, I want to say welcome. I'm Donna, a board-certified holistic health and nutrition practitioner and the founder of the ADHD Thrive Institute. Here on this channel, we focus on helping families reduce ADHD symptoms naturally by supporting the body from the inside out. So if that's something you're working towards, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and give this video a like so we can reach more parents just like you. And make sure to watch this full video because I'm going to tell you how to download your free Biology Beneath ADHD guide. It's going to dive even deeper into everything I'm talking about today. So stick around so you don't miss that. Okay, let's dive in. Most parents of kids with ADHD spend years chasing symptoms like meltdowns, focus, impulsivity, sleep problems, mood swings. Let me know in the comments if this sounds familiar. You follow the advice of experts, you stay consistent, you try the therapy, you try the meds, and sometimes those things do help, at least for a little while, but often they stop helping or they don't help much at all. And you're left kind of wondering, what am I missing? Can you relate to those feelings? If so, give me a yes in the comments. I definitely felt this years ago when my son was first diagnosed with ADHD. We followed the plan. We tried the meds. We stuck to the routines, but nothing created real, lasting change. That's when I started asking different questions. Questions like, what if this isn't just about behavior? Or what if something deeper, something biological is driving these symptoms? Once I started digging into the biology beneath ADHD, everything changed. And if you're wondering the same thing, I created a free flip guide that walks you through the exact biological factors most people and even most doctors overlook. I'll tell you exactly how to grab that guide 100% free later on in this video, so make sure and stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it. Now, most ADHD support focuses only on what we can see: behavior, symptoms, focus, emotions. But what if ADHD isn't just a brain issue? What if it's a whole body issue? Because your child's brain is only one piece of the puzzle. To really help kids with ADHD thrive, we have to look at what's happening in the gut, nervous system, immune system, detox pathways, and unfortunately, most traditional support doesn't address those symptoms at all. Instead, it keeps families stuck in a cycle of managing symptoms without ever asking why those symptoms are happening in the first place. Imagine a house fire. When firefighters show up, they don't aim the hose at the smoke, they aim it at the fire. Why? Because if you put out the fire, the smoke goes away too. But most ADHD support is stuck spraying the smoke. It never addresses the fire beneath. And that's exactly what I want you to start thinking about differently today. Your child's symptoms are biological clues, not just random issues. Those chronic meltdowns, they're not just emotional immaturity. They can be a sign of a nervous system dysregulation. Those focus issues, they're not just a lack of willpower. They could be tied to inflammation, gut imbalance, or blood sugar crashes. Picky eating, skin rashes, sleep resistance, anxiety, these aren't just random quirks. They're biological clues. But most parents are only given tools to manage symptoms. They're never shown how to uncover what's actually going on beneath the surface. That's exactly why I created the Biology Beneath ADHD guide. It's for parents who are done chasing symptoms and ready to find real answers. And I'll tell you how to grab that guide in just a moment. But first, tell me, when you think of ADHD, when you hear that, what do you think of? When people hear ADHD, a lot of them think brain. But in my work, having helped over 1,500 families, I've discovered that when these 5 areas of the body are out of balance, ADHD symptoms almost always get worse. Blood sugar dysregulation, gut-brain dysfunction, food sensitivities, poor detox pathways, and nutrient deficiencies. Now let me give you one more analogy that might help this click. Imagine your child's body has a built-in trash removal system. Every day the system collects waste, things like environmental toxins, inflammatory foods, stress hormones, and so on. Now your body has detox organs like the liver and the gut and the lymphatic system that are supposed to empty that trash every single night. But when those systems are sluggish or block, that trash, it builds up. And when that trash spills over, we see a whole host of ADHD symptoms. I want to tell you about Farah and her son Aaron. They were doing all the things, therapy, supplements, and even specialty testing. But Aaron's emotional outbursts kept the family walking on eggshells. One day he was calm, the next, a complete meltdown. Farah reached out to us and we took a completely different approach. We stopped focusing on the symptoms and behavior and started looking at biology. We uncovered hidden food triggers and gut breakdown that no one else had found before, things that were silently hijacking his nervous system. Now over time, as we worked to address each of these underlying stresses in the body, his stutter disappeared, his emotional regulation improved, and he could finally focus at school without falling apart. Farah told me it finally makes sense. We're no longer treating symptoms, but what's really behind them. Hope this is making sense so far. Let me know in the comments if it is, or if you have any other questions. You're probably figuring out now that this approach isn't a quick fix, but it works. For many families, it's the first thing that actually works long term. I think this is because it's a science-backed approach to ADHD that supports the body so the brain can thrive. It takes work, but it also brings real relief. Now, I already told you about the Biology Beneath ADHD guide that I've been working on for months behind the scenes. It's the resource I wish someone handed me when I was deep in the chaos, when I just knew in my bones there had to be another way. Inside, you'll learn the 5 key stresses that could be driving your child's ADHD symptoms. I already mentioned them briefly in this video, but in this guide, you're going to go so much deeper. You'll learn how to decode their behavior to determine which underlying stressor might be intensifying your child's symptoms. And you'll also discover how to start calming their body and brain naturally. So if you're ready to stop chasing symptoms and start finding real answers, here's your next step. Download the Biology Beneath ADHD free guide. You'll find the link in the video description below. I want to thank you so much for being here. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. It truly helps more families find this information and realize they're not alone in this journey. And if you're ready to bring calm back into your home and finally understand what's really driving your child's ADHD symptoms, make sure you download the Biology Beneath ADHD guide using the link below. Don't forget to subscribe because the next video could be the one that changes everything for your family. You've got this, and I'll see you soon.